Hello, we're back again on a very funny day, as you might have noticed. But more importantly, ideally, a productive day. Last episode, we finally got the basement key back to the fountain and unlocked it, so I don't think that did anything necessarily for us, but at the very least, it should just stay open forever now, which is great. What do I want to do today? I want to test out the boat theory. I want to lower the boat level, and maybe we can still get in. I don't know. That's a little risky. I don't think it's gonna work. But I need to know where the sanctum key goes. That's the big mystery, and I think that's my only lead right now. Is where the hell else could it go? I haven't seen any other locked doors around, I don't think. Um, and so let's just start this off. We also, of course, have the safes to investigate. But we're going to start by going to the parlor. Okay, what do we have here? Only one of this box's statements are true. Oh, we have three statements now. The blue box contains the gems. The white box is empty. Only one of blue box's statements are true. The black box is empty. The gems are in a box with a true statement. Only one of white box's statements are true. The black box contains the gems. The blue box is empty. Okay, let's just assume this is true, true, true. That means it would be in the black box. This box would be empty. Let's see if that matches up with everything else. Only one of white box's statements is true. Okay, so only one of blue box's statements is true would be false. The black box is empty would be false, which means that this would have to be true. The gems are in a box with a true statement. So that means that's not possible because this would have to be false, false, false. So this being true, true, true is not an option. Now let's assume that this is false, false, false. Only one of white box statements is true. We'll say that's false. The black box contains the gems. We'll say that's false. The blue box is empty. We'll say that's false. So that would imply the gems are in here. The black box doesn't have anything. More than one of the white box's statements are true, or zero of the white box's statements are true. Both those would be a way to make that false. So this either has to be true, true, true. Wait, yeah. So this could be. Now this could either be false, false. The only one of the white box statements is true. No, it could not be false, false. That's the only thing that couldn't be. So we'll say only one of the blue box statements is true. Well, if this is false, 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 then that's false. The black box is empty. That would be true, which means this last one would have to be true, which is the gems are in a box with a true statement. That is not true if this is false, false, false. So that cannot work logically, which means this has to be a mixture. So let's assume that this is true, true, true. Only one of the blue box statements is true. Let's say that's true. The black box is empty. Let's say that's true. The gems are in a box with a true statement. Let's say that's true. Okay, that means this has to be false, false, false. Only one of this box's statements is true. That's false. None of them will be true. The blue box contains gems. False. White box is empty. False. So they'd be in this box, which would check out. Then we'd have to check to see if we can make one of these true. So this would be false. This would be false. This would be true. Yes, they're in the white box. I'm pretty confident. Okay. That one took a little while. They're getting hard now. They are getting hard now. Oh yeah, we want to get to the master bedroom. That's something we want to do. So we'll do chapel here. And we won't go through. Locksmith early is also good. Let's do den here. I don't really care what this is. Honestly, just take the mailroom. We have a package. Sleeping mask, gems, keys. Yeah, sure. Great. Let's keep going. We'll go back through the entrance hall. We will do the bedroom closet, I think. Oh, this could be the coin purse rabbit's foot run, where we could make that contraption. Could happen. I still have never used the bedroom closet power up. Which means maybe it wasn't the best choice. Yeah, corridor. We just we wanna keep going here. Passageway's free now. That's huge. Let's just do it. And we will go left first. Okay, we won't go left first. We will go up first. And then we will go right. Let's just hit the billiard room, get some keys. And some dice. Nice. Okay, you know the drill. 2. 31 minus 20 is 11 divided by 11 is 1. Okay, 10 plus 14 is 24, 42, 22, 2. Okay, we have 10 times 10 is 100 minus, okay, so that's gonna be 9. Okay, secret garden key doesn't hurt. Secret garden's a good room to draft on the edge anyway. Simply because it gives you options. Ooh, hallway doors are always unlocked. Let's draft it. This will be unlocked too. Let's do the commissary. No? And then we can start making a break south. Oh, we don't have a key card. Shit. Yeah, let's go back and try to see if we can unlock that. We'll go through the foundation. Like, go straight here. Okay, there's security. That's step 1. Okay, now let's try to get utility closet. Make me use a key everywhere, man. I suppose we'll use the dark room here. The free one. Fuck. Well, that's just great, isn't it? I mean, maybe we could get a boiler room off of security eventually and get a free key, but... the furnace is taking effect. I will do Rumpus Room. We can speak to Alzara again. What do you have to say? Are you going to give me anything new? What more is there to tell me? And as it was foretold, I have been awakened at the sound of a dropping coin.
As it was foretold, I am awakened
For one last time?
last time.
Oh no.
The sound of a dropping
Alzara, I'm going to miss you.
You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara.
Impart upon me some wisdom.
I suspect you wish me to
Yes, that's exactly what I just said.
find
That's literally exactly what I just said. Oh, okay, that's... The resolution dropped all of a sudden. I don't know if that's because, like, we're watching through a security camera or something. Oh, the infinity sign. From the painting. These are rooms I haven't seen yet. Definitely haven't been anywhere like that.
in the dim. I see cavern walls of stone,
Okay.
a hollow lit by a sea of 1,000 burning
I haven't seen anything like this.
I see a treasure buried
Okay, but I found that.
cliff
That I
rocks.
have found.
A black mirror hidden among the memories of the falling sands. And within the black mirror, I see a figure. A figure standing in sullen snow.
I feel more confident now that there's stuff underground for me to find. What is that? It's a
All of what I
tomb?
have told you, my young baron, I wish you to now know. Until we meet again some distant day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay, so a lot of the visions we saw definitely took place underground. That's where I have to go. For sure. And I don't know where else there is to explore other than, as I said before, the boat thing. That's what we're gonna have to do. Let's do the library here. Treasure map. Okay, same spot as it typically is. Can't get over there though right now. God help me, I've tried. Okay, let's just do drafting studio, keep going straight. We'll still have a chance at the you know what I'm talking about, the Red Prince room, the master bedroom. Okay, ooh, classroom can just be straight up added? Oh, this is the only way you can get to the final classroom, right? Because normally if you just draft the schoolhouse outside, you would put 8 in you'd put 8 classrooms in your pool, but you need 9 in order to get the final test. I'm adding it. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay, we'll do drawing room. My main goal this run is basically just to get Red Prince again, so we will do the redraw. Then we will do a redraw. Then we will do a redraw. And we will find nothing. Utility closet, might as well. Okay, 3 redraws wasn't enough to find the master bedroom. November 7th was the first day. What if I tried that in the drawing room save? November 7th. 11-7. Because I'm dirty American. I already tried 7-11. I know for a fact because 11 was a number I tried a lot. What if we just count the number of paintings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Yeah, no, there's more than there would be dates. There's not 38 days in March. I don't know, man. I really don't know what the date is for this one. My thought is that it's the date he died, but I don't know what date that is. Maybe there is a house history? No, that's just the history of the houses that I've built over the days. I wish there was a way to figure it out. We still technically could draft the master bedroom. It's unlikely. We gotta go to chapel for now. I mean, we don't have to. We technically could go back up through security, but I want to go through chapel. Okay, we'll draft a fucking lavatory here. Just so we get it out of the fucking draft pool. There's nothing in here worthwhile. No, there's never anything in there worthwhile. Okay, let's go outside. Shelter would be fine. Tool shed would be fine. Honestly, I'm thinking about just calling it a day here in a second. Because, like, what the hell is there left to do? Trading post. What can I trade? Oh! Yes, trade for coin purse. Now we have to draft workshop. Come on. Even if this item is useless, I just want it for the workshop completion trophy. Okay, yeah, it's just straight up. Can't miss it. Okay, we'll do Nook, because we don't really have another option. Grab some keys, which we'll probably need right here. I'll use the secret garden key. And grab a banana, which has just been spread into that room, I'm pretty sure, from the secret garden. I mean, we might as well pull the lever, right? What do we have to lose? Okay, I feel like I remember looking at this and thinking this is like a breakable wall, potentially, with the power hammer. Not sure what that would get me. I do have a sledgehammer. I can go back in the other room and break open that box. Great Hall, all the doors will be open. That's pretty big. What's this way? Locked? No. Let's just do the observatory. Maybe we'll get 5 gems back from it, or even just 1 gem back from it. Yeah, there's the Daimonis Major. Great. Let's head back this way. I want to... There was something I wanted to do. What? Oh, the trunk. Yeah, great. And then we'll go this way. All these are unlocked. Nothing. 2 keys. Okay, door, nothing. Door. And this is where the lever is, along with another key. Freezer honestly wouldn't be horrible now. We could see how it pairs with the furnace. I wouldn't be opposed. Gymnasium is powered off. We wouldn't lose anything from doing Gymnasium. Let's just do Gymnasium. There's no reason. I don't want to draft Weight Room for obvious reasons. Cloister, I don't want to waste the 3 gems. Let's just treat this like a dead end. Maybe there's something on the bench? No, I just wasted steps. It's fine. What do I really want? I want a workshop, which I cannot get out of a secret passage. There's no way. Which means I should probably... I should probably still choose secret passage, but I should make sure... Or I could choose archives. Archives might be better. Let's just choose archives. Not the biggest fan of it, but, you know. No, I made the workshop standard, I think. So I don't really want to draft the solarium. So let's just draft whatever this is. Aquarium. Is there any reason for me to go in here? No. Okay, workshop, come on. Sure, let's take the free one and see what happens. Ugh. Fucking maid's chambers. Let's take it steps from the sleep mask. Archived floor plan, let's do it. Okay, we got a key card, not that that matters. Okay. Now all that we can do is go back to the commissary. Which is not where I really wanted to be. Okay, let's draft Quarry Yard. I don't think that's a bad play here. Ooh, Sledgehammer. 3 gems, never bad. Okay, let's just start going south. Maybe we can still get the Red Prince today. Okay. Random. Pantry. Ugh. Why is the food not here? Why is there no food? I've never been in the pantry and there hasn't been food before. Interesting. Maybe the secret garden tried to spread food there and like overwrote the food that was already there. Okay, well, whatever this is, it's not a workshop, I don't think. So I'm just going to choose office, because workshop doesn't cost 2 gems. We'll get a gem back. We will... There's not even really need to spread gold. I don't even care. Honestly, at this point, weight room is not bad. The day's pretty much over. Let's just pick it. Yeah, we have no choice but to gamble here. Okay. No. Okay, let's do bedroom here, and then we have one final shot. I don't know if it can be drafted facing this way, but we'll try it. Okay, do we just do freezer here? I don't think the chances of us drawing the archived one as what we want are very high. Treasure trove could be another option. I mean, just to increase the number of times it's been drafted, right? I'm just going to choose freezer. I don't think it's close enough to furnace to do anything. Yeah, it's definitely not. Which is fine. And then we're going to call it a day. That's not a productive day. I know I said I was hoping it would be productive. That was the opposite of productive. I did literally nothing. All I wanted was a workshop. And I could not pull one from the draft pool. Okay. I no longer care about workshop anymore because I don't have the rabbit's foot and coin purse like I did last time. Dark room. Let's do it. We'll do whatever this random direction is. Doesn't matter. Sure. Honestly, that's pretty much a perfect spot for that. I'm not going to draft that one. At least not yet. Let's draft the... We'll draft the kitchen. We will draft the drawing. No, we want to save the drawing room for later. Let's draft the parlor or the storeroom. Storeroom. Okay, we have plenty of items now. That is for certain. We go outside. Maybe we could do a classroom run. We have plenty of gems. This could be the classroom run for the ages. Let's do it. Bang. I don't think we have to go in, but I don't know, so I might as well just spend the 2 steps to go in. Okay, kitchen time. What's for dinner? Wood-fired pizza. Okay, so that lends itself to maybe allowing a furnace strategy today. Okay, classroom number 1 is an option. We could do... Den is not facing the right way, so let's just do classroom number 1. Kind of skip through these. Just eat the apples along the way. Classroom number 2. That's the only one I really want to do. Okay, this is a decent spot for library. Treasure map. Okay, same spot as it almost always is. Let's do classroom number 3. We could also do weight room, but that's a hard sell early in the game. Let's do classroom number 3. Let's redraw. Hallway. Take it. Play the long game. Parlor. I'm not really looking forward to the parlor games anymore, but 3 gems certainly wouldn't hurt. All statements displaying the word boxes are false. All statements displaying the word statements are true. We're going to assume that the things in quotations do not count as being displayed in the statements. Okay, all boxes displaying the word empty are empty. All statements displaying the word true are true. Alright, so this has to be true, because if it's false, then it's false. If it's true, it's true. Wait, never mind. It's just shrouding your statement again. All boxes displaying the word gems contain gems. All statements displaying the word word contain words. Okay, so this bottom one has to be true, necessarily, which means false, false is one of these other 2. Let's assume this is false, false. That would mean that this has the gems, and all statements displaying the word true are true is false. That would make sense, because this is false, so that would add up. It doesn't mean that this necessarily has to be false, but it means at least, unless none of the other statements say true, you know, one of the other ones does. So this one could be true or false still. Okay. Let's say that that's false, false. Let's say that that's true. That would mean that the gems are in here. So that would mean this would have to be true, false. All boxes displaying the word gems contain gems is false. That would mean this has to be true, true. All statements displaying the word boxes are false. That is false. And that is false. So that would be true. All statements displaying the word statements are true. That would be true. That's true. No, but that's not true. Yeah, this has to be false because there's statements with statements in all of them. So they can't all have a truth, which means this has to be false. So let's assume that this is false, false. Because we know that this one has a truth. All statements displaying the word boxes are false, and we know that it's not false, false. All statements displaying the word boxes are false. Let's say that that's false. Some of them are true. All statements displaying the word statements are true. Let's say that's false. Not all statements displaying the word statements are true. That basically tells us nothing, though, because it means any statement can be any way. Okay, that's fine. We just count the black box out of it at that point. So then we'd say this is true, true. All boxes displaying the word gems contain gems. So this one would have gems. All statements displaying the word word contain words. That has to be true, which means this can be any combination that works. All boxes displaying the word empty are empty. Let's say that this is true. That's empty. Yes. And then let's say that this is true. We'll stay spelling the word true or true. No, that's not true. That's false. That's fine. True, false. False, false. True, true. Meaning that this is where the gems are. Took a while for those gems to peek out. I was worried I got it wrong. Not that it really would have mattered in this run, but obviously it doesn't hurt to have good gem build up. Okay, security is going to be important going forward, more so than the den. So let's do it. Okay, let's see here. We could get 3 classrooms here if we started from the dark room, but only 1 if we started from security. Does that warrant going all the way back around? It's not, it is quite a few steps, isn't it? But we also don't know what we're drafting in the dark room yet. Let's just go this way. I guess let's just do dormitory here. We get rerolls now, too. Every time we draft a classroom, we can come back there. That's pretty good. Let's do armory. This could be helpful. Okay, we have the electric torch. We have the mace. We have the shield. Let's grab the shield. Okay, classroom. Here's the thing. I could see myself getting fucked real quick here with a lock, like multiple locks. Okay, we made it to this room last time, I remember. We made it to grade 6, I think, and I remember noticing the... Where was it? This being the same thing that was drawn on someone's note. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Let's do it. Okay, let's take the Nook. Honestly, that's pretty much perfect here. The only issue is that this may fuck us. But we have some rerolls. We don't really want any of these right now. Let's redraw. This is facing the wrong way. Yeah, I mean, that's a run over right there. That would be great. Yeah, we have to take Den. I don't really want to redraw, so that's why I'm taking Den. Alright, while we're still here, let's go back the way we came. Obviously, utility closet would have been nice to draw. I mean, we did draw it, but it would have been nice to draw in a place where we could actually draft it without blocking ourselves. Okay, we're gonna waste a lot of steps here. But we can go back to the dormitory if we want on the way back and get 10 more steps. Okay, gamble time. Okay, well that's clear what that is. Nothing here is a classroom. Do I still take something anyway, or do I redraw? I think I redraw, and I take something that's worth 1 gem. Perfect. Yeah, I've been in this classroom, and it was hints for the special puzzle. Oh, this faces the wrong way. Ah, whatever. It's still fine. What we really need are keys. Badly, desperately. More than anything, really. By blocking off this left side, I really screwed myself. I don't think there's any coming back from it. Unfortunately. I should have gone to the dormitory on my way over here, and then also on my way back. Oh well. Okay. There's nothing that remains but hopes and prayers. Commissary might be good for us. I mean, I know you can't really buy keys from here. Oh, no, you can. Let's buy a couple of those. Let's buy a shovel. Okay, let's hold on to these. We can come back and buy some more keys if we need to. Let's do archive, but night shield it. Another apple. Observatory with the apple thing would have been huge here. Okay, dining room. Let's do it. That's actually kind of great for us. Let's use a key. Plus 8 gems, but we have to pay 5 gems. We could do gymnasium, then we'd have access to all those rooms up there, which is honestly kind of what we want to do. Let's be real here. Let's not get greedy with the trophy room, with the sight of those gems. That really doesn't do much for us compared to gymnasium. Which we're not going to go in yet. What we are going to do is we're going to grab 3 more keys. Or 2 more keys, I guess. I'll grab a salt shaker as well. That'll give me a couple more steps throughout this. We can eat the lunchbox. Okay, let's go this way. Okay, we'll do bedroom here. We'll just try to go south desperately. Okay, that would get us quite a few keys. We could also just do corridor and go over there and start making a beeline south, maybe within West Wing Hall. Let's just do corridor, honestly. Ugh. Lab. We do something that gives us keys, maybe, with the... Oh, wait, we're stuck out of this, aren't we? Yes. Each time you eat an apple... No, immediately... Gain +1 star, I guess? This is a shitty experiment. Well, that's unfortunate. No key card sitting around here for us, conveniently? No. Okay, that might be run ending there. We have options still, of course. We have 3 different pathways we can continue to go down, but we only have 1 key. We should check the gymnasium to see if any of those options, because we have plenty of steps, see if any of these options are ones that are unlocked. Yeah, here's one. I mean, pragmatically, closet might be the better choice here, right? But also, this could get us a lot farther towards our goal. I think I'm going to do closet anyway, because I don't think if I don't get any more keys, this run is over. Or dice or something like that, you know? Okay, that's not huge, honestly. Let's go dining room. I think it makes more sense, right? Because not only do we get to eat, which we'll do now, but also we have more potential options from this exit This way we have an overhead of at max 2 rooms. This way we have dozen or like half a dozen rooms that we can go to. And it's also lower ranked, which means less of a likelihood of keys. Okay, courtyard. We're going to choose that because I think the only other option would be mechanarium, which would be shitty for us comparatively. Walk-in closet's not going to work out for us, I don't think. Unlikely. At least this way we know we basically have a reroll chance. Sledgehammer, not much we can do with that. Okay, again, similar situation to before. I think chapel is what I have to choose here, just if I want to keep the options alive. Which I do. It's gonna be locked. Yeah, this is gonna be locked. Fuck. I think that's it, guys. I really did try to keep the run alive, but not getting to the foundation or getting left early really fucked me, so... What is there to do but to call it a day? We'll give it one more try. I want to try the schoolhouse run again. I could have done it too. I really could have. I think a schoolhouse run, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go outside immediately. And if I don't get schoolhouse as an option, I'm just going to reset. And just repeat that. Because that's my main goal right now. Because I think it will give me hints on the gallery puzzle. Eventually, at the higher grades. I don't know what else it would give me hints on. Okay, yeah, we'll reset. Abandoned project. Yes, that's me. Okay, continue. I think it's going to take a couple tries because I think it cycles through. I don't think it's truly random each day. Alright, here we go again. Last time when I started the run, I also had the freezer stuff, which helped out a lot. So I don't know if I'm going to be as lucky again. Okay, yeah. Call it a day. I'm just going to cut until I have it. Okay, I don't know exactly how long I cut, but as you can tell, it's day 86 now. And in the time since the last day, which I think was like day 70 or something like that, that I probably cut from, literally nothing has happened. I've just been resetting over and over again. Trying to get schoolhouse, and I haven't gotten it to show up once. I even did like one fake run where I just basically drafted a ton of rooms willy-nilly, got myself in a corner immediately, and it still didn't come up after that, and I reset a couple times after that as well. So I think there's some kind of way system in the game to prevent you from resetting for the one you want. I don't know how. All I know is it's thwarted me because I skipped 16 days and it didn't show up once, and the odds of that are like 0.4% I calculated. So we'll just continue and ignore the schoolhouse run. It'll happen when it happens. Maybe it'll come up today. But for now, we just need to be smart. And cut our losses and just play the game like normal. There's other mysteries to solve. Okay, God. Just looking at this is giving me a headache. A box with the true statement contains the gems. A box with a false statement contains the gems. Okay, so technically those could both be true. A box mentioning the word true contains the gems. It has the word true. It has the word true. This one doesn't have the word true anywhere. A box with only true statements contains the gems. A blue box contains the gems. A box with a statement that is also on another box contains the gems. Okay. A box with a false statement contains the gems. The white box contains the gems. A box mentioning a specific color contains the gems. Do all of them have... No, this one doesn't mention a specific color. So there's nothing we can do to narrow down something as being inherently true or false yet. We're just going to have to logic this out. Okay, let's say this is true, all true. If this is all true, then... the gems would have to be in here, and this would have to have both a true and a false statement on it. Which means that this would have to be false, false, false. The box of the false statement contains the gems. Being false would not work. because this would have a false statement and it would contain the gems. Wait, no. I guess the gems could also be in the blue box. That's another option. No, it couldn't because of the true-false thing. So this can't be true, true, true. Okay, we figured that out. Let's assume this is false, false, false now. It can't be false, false, false because these can't both be false. A box can have both true and false, but it can't have neither. So this has to be a mixture, and then one of these has to be true, true, true. One of these has to be false, false, false. Okay, let's assume this is true, true, true. A box with only true statements contains the gems. That would refer to this box. And the blue box contains the gems. That would be false. Okay. So this can't be true, true, true. This has to be false, false, false. This has to be true, true, true. Okay. A box with only true statements contains gems. False. Which means the black box doesn't contain the gems. The blue box contains the gems. False. Which means they have to be in the white box. A box with a statement that's also in another box contains gems. Okay, so yeah, this is the only one with the two shared statements. It has to be in the white box. I don't even need to look at the others. Okay. Oh, great. We'll do pantry. Oh wait, are we still trying to get... Yeah, we're still trying to get to the... Sorry, it's been a little bit of a gap since the last... Even though I know it's just a cut for you, I've actually taken some time. We're still trying to get into the master chamber, so... Maybe this wasn't the move. Well, let's just do a lab here. Okay, experiment setup. I want letter to mailroom. Or is that not even an option anymore? Have all the letters been sent? Whenever you draft shop room, permanently add one... No, yeah, permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. Cool. Now, let's draft the locksmith. We are going to draft the guest bedroom here. Or should we draft bedroom closet? No, let's just draft bedroom closet. I think it'll be more useful. I don't want to draft the kitchen because I want to draft that in a way that actually lets me continue moving. I'd rather draft a dead end, remove it from the pool. As you should be well aware by now, is kind of important. I want this to go straight. Okay, security, perfect. This is almost exactly what we wanted. I don't really see a need to go in there yet. Den is not horrible here. Okay, now let's go and, before we waste steps, let's go and draft out here. Maybe I'll get the schoolhouse this time. I do have a reroll I could use too. We might just do that to try and force the schoolhouse run. There it is! It showed up finally for some godforsaken reason. Okay, let's go in. Okay, we're gonna have to be... Last time we were drafting schoolhouse willy-nilly. We need to be careful with it. Because we ended up in a situation where we blocked off this entire left side and couldn't even get over there. We cannot afford to do that. So let's start by going den, getting that gem. Schoolhouse pointed right would be great here. We could do conservatory. I don't really want to do library because of the simple fact that I think schoolhouse is common. This wastes a gem, though. We could also just do guest bedroom. Wouldn't be the worst play. Now let's do library. It doesn't cost a gem. I think it's fine. We won't go in yet. We will try to draft from over here if possible. Okay, we'll do gymnasium. It's just objectively, like, probably the best play there. Because what that allows us to do is draft from the gymnasium, the schoolhouse pointed right. Okay, now let's deal with security. Okay. Security's been dealt with. I remember I had a theory that, like, maybe the rooms that were being surveyed were important somehow. I don't think that's the case anymore. Yeah, I don't know. Let's hold off on the gymnasium for now. Let's go this way. We'll do Nook here. That'll be important later, for sure. But we do want to get right. Ideally, as soon as possible. I think we have to do commissary here. We will get a permanent gold added to our allowance. Let's grab a shovel and a metal detector. Never hurts to have both of those. More keys. Okay, yeah, let's draft classroom here. It's a good spot for it. We could have grabbed a salt shaker. That'll be worth a lot over the course of the run. Because we're going to be eating a lot of apples. Okay, yeah, let's use a key here. Well, obviously we can't do any of these, but we can redraw. Yeah, that's better. This is what we want here. We won't go in yet. We want to go back. And go through the gymnasium and draft this direction. Perfect. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, we don't have gems, which is a problem. Oh, we have a gem now. Why wasn't my metal detector beeping? Okay, let's hope we get another classroom here. Let's redraw. We can redraw so many times. We can also just do utility closet. Might not be bad to prepare us for the future. I mean, honestly, I say we just do this. Ramp up security, right? We can turn off the gymnasium, too. Everything's how we want it. Yes. Let's go back through security. And ramp up security level. Great. That should pay dividends down the line, I do think. Okay, yeah, let's keep going. Another classroom wouldn't be horrible here. We do need to find a way to get gems as soon as possible. Garage would be fine if we weren't in a position where we can't afford to draft it. Let's re-roll a couple times. We could take billiard room. Honestly, might not be the worst play in the world. We're gonna need keys, that's for sure, but we could bank on lock Smith and draft a classroom here, which is going the correct direction anyway. So we might as well, I think. Okay. Then we have plenty of redraws here. So we can literally get whatever we want. I don't want any of those. I don't want any of those. I don't really want any of those. Bedroom wouldn't have been horrible if I had no other choice. I really want spare room. Okay, let's draw one more time. I don't want to have to use the last redraw. If I don't have to... Okay, I'm going to have to use the last redraw. Okay, we'll do dining room. Didn't want to have to do that, but we will. Okay, now we can shovel some stuff. Keys is ideal. No. Metal detector and shovel. I have both of those right now. Is it just like a better shovel that has a higher likelihood of, you know, pulling good things? Okay, let's just go chapel. I want to go start working there's a key. There's some kind of item somewhere. It's not this. Oh, I should start checking back there from now on. Okay, we're gonna need to do billiard room here. Which is fine. We just need to get gems soon. Wine cellar wouldn't be horrible, but I do want to be able to continue going. Okay, 10 plus 14 is 24, 42, 22, 2. We have 13 times 1 is 13, 31, plus 10 is 41, times 1 is 41, plus backwards is 14. Okay, we have 20 minus 1 is 19, 91 minus 20 is 71, flipped is 17. 2 keys is honestly the best pull for me there. Okay, something that will give me gems, please. We'll just take the hallway, unfortunately. I can't really abide by any of these options. I mean, I guess we could do terrace. Let's just do terrace. Maybe it'll help us out in the future. I mean, it does make the cloister free, which doesn't hurt, of course. I should have checked if there were dig spots there. I didn't see any, though. Okay, wine cellar is exactly what we would normally want. But, of course, not an option. Okay, well, that is game over. Yeah, fuck me, I guess. I don't know what I was supposed to do there. Okay, end of day. Okay, I think what I'm going to try to do is to prepare for the schoolhouse run. I'm going to try my absolute hardest to build up a ton of gems and then freeze them. I think that's going to be huge. Okay, let's start off with the storeroom here. Sure, not ideal, but we get some keys and some gems. Judging from what I know about how the game works, we will not be able to draft the schoolhouse today. So this is a run that is simply just meant to build up gems and keys and save them in a freezer. My run could technically end because of that dark room, though. Okay, I hate the ones that have like 3 statements each on them. Okay, let's start with the left. There's no box that contains a mix of true and false statements. I mean, that could be true. There's no box that displays 3 false statements. That could be true because there's a 2-statement box. There's no box that displays a number that also appears on a number box. Another box. So this one says 3. This one says 3. This one says 182. Okay, so that's false. So the bottom one is false, which means this is either a mixture of true, false, or it's false, 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 in which case this could still be true or false. Wait, no. Because if this is false, 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 that would be correct. That would match that. This could still be false because we haven't looked at the others yet. Okay, let's continue reading. There's no box that mentions a specific color. That is true. There's no box that displays 3 true statements. I don't know. There is no box that is between 2 empty boxes. There's no box that contains a statement with less than 8 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I think this is true, which means this has to be false, false, false. Because if that has a true, that has a true, this has to be false, false, false. Which, yes, there is a box that displays 3 false statements, which is why it's false. This is definitely false, the bottom one. The top one, there is a mixture. There is a box that contains a mix of true and false statements. And it's one of these two. Okay, that's what we figured out. So that is true. There's no box that displays exactly one true statement. Okay, let's assume this is the true. There's no box that mentions a specific color. That's true. There's no box that displays 3 true statements. Let's say that is true. I mean, this would be the mix. Wait, this is the only one that says anything about gems. We can just use that to figure it out. There is no box that is between 2 empty boxes. There'd have to be, and it'd have to be the white one. That's the only way we can figure out where the gems are. I should have just skipped all that. Oh well. Den, get some more gems in my life. Wine cellar would be great pull, too. Do a little West Wing Hall action. We will do the observatory, and I think we have a chance of getting more gems out of this. It's a little bit of a gamble, because I'm not certain. Okay, we don't want to draft this one. I mean, maybe we do, because freezer and wine cellar are both dead ends. Wait, no, that's flower. Never mind. I thought that was the Draxus constellation. Yeah, let's do... we'll do chapel. I like to keep my options open. Okay, we'll draft the locksmith for certain here. And we will use it right away. No reason to draft a lockpick kit. We will buy this and this. 8 keys. Now I really want to find a freezer. Okay, I can't keep spending gems, so we're going to do the closet. Now we're going to hope whatever we draft here is not a dead end. I can't think of any major dead ends that are 1 gem, so I'm going to do that, and then we would buy gems. In fact, we're going to try to get money to buy gems. Passageway. It's free because of the axe. We'll just cut our losses here. We'll draft a bedroom. Maybe there's something in it. No, nothing in the bedroom. That's fine. Truthfully, I didn't really want any of these. Draft a pantry. Now we have some money to buy gems back at the commissary. Okay, there will be gems in here, so this will be worthwhile. Okay. We don't have the shovel anymore. That's right. Okay, now let's buy the gem over here, so that way if we do draft the freezer, we can actually freeze. Perfect. Oh my god, perfect. Okay. Now we just have to force a schoolhouse run tomorrow. Also, I still really want to get the furnace near this thing. It also opens up another exit to the... Either this is an exit or there's a secret in here. Maybe a lever? Doesn't matter, but if it is a lever, but... Alright. Let's end the run. Or actually, no, let's draft the outside room. That might actually have an impact on things. Okay, we will draft the tool shed. Because why not? Okay, and then we will end up calling it a day. Surely the game sees that as a reasonable attempt. If we do not get schoolhouse as an option, we will have to try to grind for freezer again. Maybe we can just keep building up gems. I guess we're back. Okay, I would like to wait till we get some dice, maybe? Perhaps? We'll do hallway here. If we really want the run to work, we're gonna have to do hallway there. We will do Nook. Oh, I guess my keys aren't saved. So there's no reason buying from the locksmith. I should just stocked up on gems using those coins. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's avoid doing too much yet. Okay, we'll do closet here. Okay, perfect. We got a dice. We got a shovel. Okay, now we can re-roll for schoolhouse if we have to. We have plenty of gems. We still might not get it on the re-roll. Kind of suck. But I'm holding out hope. Maybe we won't even need to re-roll. Okay, redraw. We're not going to get it. Yep, I knew it. I fucking knew it. This game won't give it to you, like, in the next couple of rounds. Well, I guess we'll do tool shed. And we'll try to get freezer again. Just keep building up our gems, maybe. Okay. We'll go this way. We'll avoid going there, because maybe we can still get into the master chamber. I mean, it's all the same direction, right? Might as well use den. You do den here. I mean, let's just do storeroom then, I guess. I'm not getting exactly what I need, really. Truthfully, this has the potential to be quite bad. Okay. Let's go this way. Let's do the parlor, since we know locksmith isn't really relevant if we're trying to freeze our assets. Okay. Here are our options. A box with the true statement. Wait, what? Oh, it's beeping in that. I thought I could use the metal detector to tell which one the gems were inside of for a second. The box with the true statement is empty. The box with the false statement is empty. The white box is empty. A box with only true statements is empty. The black box is empty. A box with a statement that is also on another box is empty. A box with more than one false statement is empty. The black box is empty. A box with no true statements is empty. Okay, this is going to be annoying to puzzle out. I can already tell you. Box with no true statements. Okay. Let's start here. Let's assume this is true, true, true. A box with the true statement is empty. A box with the false statement is empty. The white box is empty. Let's assume that's all true. That doesn't tell us anything other than that the white box is empty. Yet. Let's assume this if this is empty, this is true, which means that this would have to be false, false, false. So let's go under that assumption. A box with more than one false statement is empty. Okay, let's say that would be false, meaning that either this black box or the white box would have it, but if the white box doesn't have it, it would have to be the black box that has it. The black box empty would be false. A box with no true statements is empty would be false. That would all match up. The white box empty would still be true. This could be any... Okay, all we know is that this would have to have a false statement for this to be true. So a box with only true statements is empty. That would be true. The black box is empty would be false. A box with a statement that is also on another box is empty, that would be true because this is on that box. It all matches with black being the one with the gems. Okay, Nook. Let's go. Really need to get Freezer here, buddy. Well, we have one option. It's gonna give us 3 dead ends here just to fuck with us. Okay, we'll do... You want to do Gymnasium or Chapel? Let's do Gymnasium. I'm not worried about steps. Let's just do security so we have the direction that we need, really. The main reason. We can also lower it while we're here, just, you know, to make things more likely that we won't get shafted. No, oh my god. I hate, this is one of my pet peeves in this game. I don't know if I've fully voiced this. Going through that security menu every time, and then having to wait for the text to come up on the screen. I don't know why it annoys me so much. But, ooh. Okay, just in the spirit of potentially letting us, not draft this later, and then also potentially helping us fill out the whole map if we do that this time. I'm gonna do that. I've gotten really close to filling out the whole map a couple times before. Okay, let's keep going up. West Wing Hall, maybe? Yeah, let's do it. And then garage after this would actually be kind of huge. We'll use a key. Ideally get garage here. No, we'll do chapel. We'll just keep sprinting upwards in the hope that we get garage. I know you're not technically supposed to do it this way, according to the rules and regulations of the game. By that I mean what it tells you in the drafting strategies book. But who cares? Greater chance of finding items in green room, sure. Great, we got our key back. And we got a rock. Just give me a garage. Let's just do this. It'll be worth it for us. Two items in here. Wow. Okay, where'd the gem go here? On the table, of course. Okay, let's go back down. We'll go back to Gymnasium, honestly. I know it's not great to just keep plowing through there. Actually, we'll go here. Will that really be relevant to me anymore? Only if I draft Great Hall or... well, Courtyard's already unlocked. Or Passageway. Let's just draft Pantry. Save the gems. Is this gonna be locked? No. Let's do Wine Cellar here. We could do Boiler Room. That is an option. That does get us to the foundation 100%. Which is a little bit risky with Gymnasium, but Wine Cellar would help us freeze stuff. or get more stuff for us to freeze. Let's just do boiler room. I think it's safer. And we will go in. I don't think electricity is carried through here anywhere. We also can dig up some stuff. Like a rock. Or maybe some pebbles. Or an old shoe, I guess. Okay, we only have one other one of these in the house. Is that... But I don't want to spend gems, that's the main thing, right? So let's just do it. Yeah, and I just go straight. Okay, let's do Great Hall. Yes, it's locked. I know, but we know we can go straight if we really want. Oh, we do have two doors. Oh, because we had the boiler room, that's right. Okay, that's actually pretty big. We will draft the... I mean, is there any reason to draft the gift shop? I don't think so. So let's just draft the bedroom. There could be an item in here too. There is. I'm not sure I necessarily want it. Believe it or not. I don't think I really want the compass right now. I can come back for it when I do. Because I don't want to go north here. I'll do the drawing room. Just so I can redraw. Fine, we'll use another one of our keys. Yeah, dining room. It's pretty much perfect. Already. We don't really have to redraw. Oh, I can't come through that way because it's still locked. That's dumb. Okay, let's go down. We will do the rerolls from the boudoir and the gem. And then we'll do utility closet. And we will power off, on, and off. We'll make sure to grab our little key, or whatever the hell. Okay, let's see here. Can't choose any of these. Let's do spare room. Ooh, there's an item in here. Okay, let's go up further. Of course. Well, you gotta pay to play. We'll do the workshop. Maybe we can make that, the device, the shovel and, you know, the shovel and the thing. The shovel and the metal detector. Detector shovel. That sounds pretty cool. Okay, what about other options? I want to see other options. Okay, that's power hammer. Oh, shit, there was somewhere I could use this. I'm pretty sure. What's this? Jackhammer? Oh, God, we have options. Okay, I think we can make the power hammer and the detector shovel, but we can't make the detector, the jackhammer and anything else, right? Yeah, no. So let's save the recipe for jackhammer for later. Shovel, broken lever, battery pack. Don't know where that's useful. And let's instead make ourselves the detector shovel and the power hammer. Because I think, if I remember correctly, there's some wall somewhere where I'm like, I can use that, and I don't know if we have it in this one. Greater chance of finding coins and keys. Much greater chance of finding coins and keys while digging. Okay, that's great. Now let's make the power hammer. Yeah. Power hammer assemble. Okay, let's just keep going. Library. Sure, maybe we can get freezer off of it. Gotta use a key. That's fine. Honestly, yeah, let's do weight room. I'm fine with that. Okay, we can't choose furnace. That's the only thing we definitely can't choose. Because that would melt the freezer, probably. Okay, we got an item. Let's draft passageway for obvious reasons. We could have done solarium and done a bit of gambling. Showroom. What was in here again? There are certain items. Chronograph. While drafting, you may rewind time after drawing new floor plans. You are more likely to draw tomorrow rooms while drafting. Okay. While drafting, you may rotate the first 3 floor plans you draw. Opens all normal doors. Okay, so what is the idea behind this? Because don't most keys open all normal doors? Because when I think of keys that don't open, when I think of non-normal doors, I think of like the basement. I think of, you know, like supposedly the sanctum. But I guess this works on everything. Emerald bracelet. You do not have to pay the gem cost of floor plans. Okay, it doesn't matter. I don't have enough to buy any of those. Okay, I can't go that way yet. Let's hold off on that. Let's go this way. Maybe there'll be one of these that's unlocked. If I'm lucky. Okay, well, we gotta take billiard room here. I mean, obviously you could take aquarium, but that'd be kind of dumb. Given the fact that I need keys and a key room has just appeared in front of me. We could still draft everything. Like, we could fill out the whole house, potentially. It's still possible. Oh, is that like 1/3 of 9? So it'd be 3? So I interpreted that. Okay, 20 minus... Well, what's 1/3 of 20? That's the problem now. Okay, 20 minus... Well, we'll say 30, right? We'll combine these into 1 and say 30, 1/3 of that is 10. So that would be 10. That would be 7. Okay, honestly, did I really want the silver key? No, I did not. Let's go south. Use a normal key. We'll do the laboratory in the interest of filling up all the spaces. Maybe we can run an experiment here that will help us. Okay, each time you find trash while digging, gain 1 key for every 2 hallways in your house. Okay, that would have been nice to have had earlier, but whatever. Also, I do know there is something that's beeping. There's a key. Okay, dead end. Let's just do wine cellar here. Okay, we're probably not going to find trash. That's another thing, because we're using the special hammer. Or special shovel. So I should have thought about that more, but I don't plan on drafting archive rooms. I don't plan on it, I say. So let's hold off on that. That's less relevant. That's like the least relevant way to go for me right now. Wait, is this... Yeah, let's use the special key. Silver key. Oh, courtyard is perfect here. Gift shop might be better, though, just because of the directions. But courtyard, we'd have guaranteed 2 openings. Or guaranteed 2 unlocked. Let's just do court or gift shop, though. Keep the dream alive, you know? Maybe one of these is unlocked. Yeah, this one is 8 items. Let's do it. I don't go up here very often. And I think this will prove helpful. Gem. Coin, key, lockpick kit. Exactly what I wanted. We got our gems back, which is what I thought would happen. A treasure map. In the normal spot. Another key. And another gem. Is that everything? 3 gems, a treasure map, 2 keys, a lockpick kit, a coin. That's 8. Okay, well, let's try lockpicking. Okay, observatory. Let's do it. It's looking good so far. We could do trophy room. We have plenty of keys. So let's just do trophy room. Nothing in here, though? No. Let's look through this, too. Nice. Nice. Yeah, sure. Nice. Nice. Oh, we don't have many steps left. We can't even use the power hammer. Probably. Where's the dining room? Do I have enough steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Let's just go beeline back to the dining room. I think it'll be better for us. Did I ever look up what it was? No. I'll draft this door first. Sure, we'll just get lavatory out of the pool. No reason not to. Okay, all the way down to dining room. I think we have barely enough steps. Oh, we have a boiler room. This is going to be great for us. All right. Yeah, I don't think I drafted anything that would get me the dormitory. So let's go back now. Or wait, I'm trying to remember what room it was that I think there might have been a power hammer spot. Was it the gymnasium? 1, 2. I know this. I know the secret garden had one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We'd have plenty of steps left. Let's do it. Let's go drawing room, mechanarium, foundation. Okay, boiler room. There's no dirt down there, right? Oh, there is. Let's dig it. Doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt. Pantry. Right? Yeah, pantry, West Wing Hall, security, gymnasium. I swear, I thought I remembered seeing something. Was it the gymnasium or was it the weight room? I don't remember, man. It must have been the weight room. Which is annoying because now I have to go all the way back there. And I've wasted so many steps. We could go in the Great Hall and try to grab some stuff, but I don't think there's anything that would be that worthwhile for us. Is there dirt in here? No. Yeah, it was 100% the weight room. I think it was this right here. Oh, look what I found. The destruction of structural elements of the house-like walls is not permanent and will reset every few days. It is permanent. And there's another piece of the underground. The 8th. And something 2 hour. Don't know if that's relevant. Okay, that's something that's been done. We have done it. Okay, what about shopping? Is there anything that's worthwhile? It's still just the chronograph. Let's take it. Oh, we already did take it. I didn't mean to, but I mean, I think it'll help. Okay, we want to go right. Redraw. Shit. So basically, this lets us go back to the previous 3 options if these are even worse. Well, we're not going to be able to fill those last 2 slots. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I really do. But we've never drafted Clock Tower, so we could go in there. Let's see what's going on up here. Oh, that's cool. I wonder if that's actually, like, based off of what I've drafted where. Or if it's just, like, always the same. I mean, obviously the position of the clock tower changes, right? But... oh, it's a rook room, too. Oh! This is one of the sigils! Southward I see a swan, ashen like sands of the shore, carried by westwardly winds, rogue like the moon of the north. Eastward I see a crow, dark are the days coming forth, and the letters at the beginning spell out sacred. Southward I see a swan, ashen like sands of the shore, carried by westwardly winds, rogue like the moon of the north. Eastward I see a crow. Dark are the days coming forth. Okay, let's look back at our sigil guide. And let's figure out what this could mean. Okay. Maybe this is the old Orindian sigil, where the outer symbols indicate a violet color of the realm. Oh no, this must be the what's it called? Erajan. The Erajan Sigil. Violet. Violet at the is the color, which is the color of Viraja. This means poetic. I don't see a lot of I don't see any rays in here. Which means either this is a really inconvenient quarter of one that is roads and streets and carriages defined realm, or it's defined by camels, or it's defined by horseback, or train, or maybe this is Arindian. But Arindia is usually considered to be black, right? So I don't think that makes sense. Okay, can I do anything in here? Is it important that the time is stopped at... Oh, that's room 46 you can see there. The time is stopped at 1:30. Oh, each of the clocks have different time. Well, no. Is this one actually moving? Yeah, all of those are actually moving, but this one is stopped at 1:30. Interesting. And that's the one that's facing south, right? Or is that north? I can't remember. I think South Mount Holly is south, maybe, of us? And then Reddington is north. I can't quite remember. Anyway, we'll remember 1:30. I just spent about 20... Okay, now I was going to hyperbolize. I spent about 3 minutes looking for my pen, which I knew had to be in a sphere of influence around me, and I couldn't find it for the life of me. But now I've written it down. Clock Tower 1:30. Which was another... There's somewhere else where I saw 1:30 written down. I should look through my notes and see if I can find that. But I think that's all I can do up here right now. Unless I can fix one of these somehow. And do I have to wait for the other clocks to reach 1:30? We're actually not far from it. Maybe I should just stick around until 1:30 and see what happens. It shouldn't be too long. I think I'm just going to cut until then. Yeah. Okay, we're about to get there. It's about to happen. Let's see what happens, if anything. No. I mean, it's not perfectly like that. Oh! Something did happen! What does this mean? Ho 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 ho. I'm glad I stuck around. Okay. Okay. It's been a while since this game has given me something like this, you know what I mean? I'm excited. What will we find? Oh, we're going up again, but this time in the back. Oh, this is cool. Okay. Each of these clocks should be set to a different time. Oh, it's a logic puzzle. Okay, each of these clocks should be set to a different time. 5 of these clocks should be set to a time ending on the hour. Set this clock to a time containing all different numbers. Okay, can't do that. This clock's neighbors should both be set to a time containing 7. This clock should not be set on the hour, so it should be set on the hour. Okay, let's just start. Oh. Let's make this 4 o'clock. None of these clocks should be set to times that contain the numbers 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay, let's change this one back again. This clock should be set to a time that contains the same 3 numbers of another clock here, but in reverse order. The clocks are positioned so that their times will go up in ascending order. So this doesn't necessarily mean they have to go in descending order, right? This just means that they aren't in ascending order. Okay, let's start. Each of these clocks should be set to a different time. Okay, that's easy enough. We just won't reuse. 5 clocks should be set to 10 depending on the hour. Okay, let's set this one to 6. Ugh. Okay, let's set this one to 7. Okay. Okay, what does it say? Set this clock to a time containing all different numbers. Okay, so 8 o'clock is fine here. Because there's multiple zeros. This clock's neighbors should both be set to a time containing... Okay, never mind. This one's going to be 7 o'clock. And the other one's going to be 8. This one's going to be 8 o'clock. Okay, wait. So this is 1 set to an hour, 2 set to an hour, 3 set to an hour, 4 set to an hour. Okay, let's set this one to an hour too. Let's set this one to 9. Oh, go back around. Okay, this one, wait, this one has to be 7 o'clock. Never mind. This one has to be 7 o'clock. Which means this one is not going to be on the hour. This one's going to be something completely different. But it's going to have a 7 in it. It's going to be 7 something. It's going to be 7:20, so that the reverse one can be 7:02. Wait. No. 1:27. No, it can't contain 1, 2, or 3, or 4. $7:56. So 6:57 is what this one will be. Okay, let's figure out what's wrong here. I don't think this one matters. So we have 1, 2, 3. Oh no, we only have 4 that are set to the hour. So we'll set this one to 10. Okay, let's figure out what's wrong. Each of these clocks should be set to a different time. Okay. Yeah, that's different, that's different, that's different, that's different, that's different, that's different. That is... These are all different. That's fine. 5 of these clocks should be set to a time ending on the hour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Set this clock to a time containing all different numbers. So we have to have 2 of the same number in this one. Do we do that? No. So let's adjust that to 757, and then we'll adjust this one to... Oh no, it can't be a palindrome. So 755 will work. And then this one will be 557. Right? I still don't know why this is all not working. Okay, set this clock to time containing all different numbers. Great. This clock's number should both be set to a time containing 7. That is 7. It says a 7, yes. This clock should not be set to the hour, so it is set to the hour. None of these clocks should be set to times that contains the number 1, 2, 3, or 4. Oh shit, that's... Yeah, that's a problem. This is also a problem. So this has to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have... Why don't we do 5 o'clock for that one? So it'll be 5 o'clock. And then this one will just be switched to whatever the fuck. That should work. This clock should be set to a time that contains the same three numbers of another clock here, but in reverse order: 5:57, 7:55. The clocks are positioned so that their times will go up in ascending order. Maybe they're positioned so they go down in ascending order. That's the only thing I can think of left. So this is like 10. This is 9. This is something other than those. Okay, let's try this. Let's try 10, 9. We'll save that one for later. This one will be 8. This one will stay 7. This one will go to... Wait, no, it can't be 10. What am I talking about? This one will be 9. 8. This one will be 7 still. This one will get changed in a second. This one will be 6. And this one will stay 5. Okay. So all the hour hands ones are set on the hours. This one just has to have 7 in it, which is fine. So we'll set this one to... $7.58. Oh wait, no. Oh fuck, I messed up twice in a row. Okay, 7. I messed up again. 7:51, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, let me do 7:05. There we go. 7:55, 7:05. 7 o'clock. 6 o'clock. 5:57 should still be fine. So this should all work, right? Each of these clocks should be set to a different time. Okay, yes. 9, 8, 7:55, 7:05, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 5:57, 5 o'clock. That's all set to a different time. 5 of these clocks should be set to a time ending on the hour. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there is 5 set to the hour. That's correct. Set this clock to a time containing all different numbers. That is false, which means we have to set it to a time containing... I mean, should we do all the same numbers? But we can't do that logically if we're doing it in descending order. So we'll set it... I think this is fine. 7:55. It's now all different numbers. This clock's neighbors should both be set to a time containing 7. There's a 7 there. There's a 7 there. Yep. We'll make sure that this is between them. None of these clocks should be set to times that contain the number 1, 2, 3, or 4. Yes, that's all fine. This clock should be set to a time that contains the same 3 numbers of another clock here, but in reverse order. That's 7:55. Clocks are positioned so their times go up in ascending order. No, they're not positioned so their times will go up in ascending order. I have them in descending order right now. What is wrong? The only thing I can think about is that this means that all of the numbers have to be the same. Which we cannot logically do because 777 is not a time. How is this not okay? What am I missing here? Maybe this is still just... Maybe I need to make sure that they're not in any particular order. So we'll just switch this to being... 7:57. There's no 1s, 2s, 3s, or 4s. Each of them is set to a different time. 9, 8, 7:55, 7:57, 7 o'clock, 6... 5:57, 5 o'clock. Each 5 of the clocks are set to a time ending in the hour. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, That's 5. This just has to have multiple of the same number. Yes. 755 is the only option here for this clock, logically, because they have to have the same numbers, and it also can't contain. It can't contain. It has to contain the number 7. I guess 7 o'clock flat would also work for this one. This clock has to be set on the hour, though, and this one has to be 7, meaning that if this has to be 7, this one can't be 7 because of the previous rule, which means 7:55 it has to be this one, 7 o'clock has to be this one with certainty. None of the clocks should be set to times that contain the number 1, 2, 3, or 4. Yes, that's fine. This clock should be set to a time that contains the same 3 numbers as of another clock here, but in reverse order. Maybe there is a specific combination and we just don't know yet. We have to just try these out. All the options. Okay, so this has to be 9, this has to be 8, this has to... Okay, if we're interpreting this as they have to go in descending order, which is how I'm going to choose to interpret this. This has to be 9, this has to be 8. This has to be 7:55. This can be anything between 7:05 to 7:09. This has to be 7. This has to be 6. Okay, let's try some stuff out here. Let's adjust this. It could either be 5:07 or it could be 5:57. Those are the only 2 options for this clock. Their times will go up in ascending order. What? I mean, I'm assuming we're going clockwise here, right? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In which case, I'm not breaking that rule. But I also tried it the other way, and it still didn't work. 5. It's also possible that this... Okay, let's try it the other way. Maybe it's backwards. Oh, no, that still can't work. It has to be this way. Right now, I suppose this could be 7. Yeah, 5, 6, 7. Something. 8. Ugh. It feels like I'm blatantly breaking the last rule here, but I don't know what else I can do. This can be whatever. 9. Wait, no, this can't. This has to be, okay, so this one has to be 7. No matter what. We know 100% this has to be 7, and we know 100% this one has to be 7:55. Logically, there's no way that these cannot be the case. Those 2 are perfect the way they are. This one could be anything, really. This 5, 6, 7:55, 7, 9. Let's make this 8. This one is fine as 5:07. I really don't get what the issue is here. I'm not breaking any of these rules. Unless there's just a very specific combination it wants. Because all of these are set to a different time. 5, 6, 7:55, 7:05, 7, 9, 5:07, 8. There are 5 different ones that are set to the hour. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why did I count from 5? That's still 5. This one has multiple of the same numbers. Again, this one has to be 7:55 because the only other option is 7 o'clock, but this one has to be 7 o'clock and there can't be duplicates. Yeah, nothing with 1, 2, 3, or 4. Same 3 numbers of another clock here, but in reverse order. The clocks are positioned so that their times will go up in ascending order. So the way this is a lie. The clocks are not positioned so that their times will go up in ascending order. That's the only thing we know. Is that they're not going up in ascending order. But what does going up mean? What is up? Is this the lowest? 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8, and this is the highest? Or is it the other way around? Or is it the center is the highest? I don't get why my solution is not working. Obviously, this one can't be 0, 0 something, right? Which means either has to be 557. Let's just adjust it to 557. We know that's an option. There's no reason not to suspect that's the answer for this clock. But why can this one not just be anything? I feel like I'm missing some clue that will allow me to actually solve this. Okay, let's try this one more time where this is the lowest and that's the highest. Like reverse ascending order, descending order. Okay, 9, 8, 7:55, whatever the fuck, 7:05 through 7:09, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 5:57, 5 o'clock. Okay, this is option 1. Option 2, I did the wrong thing, is 5:07. Those are the only two options that would let it be in the right order here. We could also just try some stuff out here. We could try 6:07. We could try 7:07. Oh no, that can't be. This one is the only one that can't for sure, because they would be at the same time. 8:07. And then 9:07. Okay, maybe now that I've said it, I go somewhere else. Why is this one handwritten, though? It's almost like this is not... There's a lie on top of the lie. You know what I mean? It's weird that this one is handwritten. There is something about that. Okay, let's leave real quick. Okay, now I'm gonna solve this. Okay, I'm gonna go under the assumption. I'm gonna go under a new assumption. This is a lie that it's a lie, and they are in ascending order. Let's try that. Okay, this one... Wait, no, because this has to be 7:55, right? Wait, no, it could be 5:57, too. That's another option. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I just went right past it. $5:57. This one has to be 7, which means this can be a number of things, but it has to be in the 6s. And this one has to be 6 o'clock exactly. Okay, no, wait. Yeah, 5, 6, 5:57. Wait, what? Oh, no, it's not possible. I'm right. Wait, no, this one doesn't necessarily have to be hour one, right? Let's turn this back to 5 something. Just put it at 5:06, 5:57, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. This one has to be. This one has to be 9 o'clock. This one we'll put as... Wait, if this is 8, and this is 9, then this has to be 6:08, or 5:08, sorry, right? And then this can be 8:05. Okay. That's really dumb. It's really, really dumb that this was a lie that it was a lie. And that's how you have to interpret the solution. Okay, so I think that's just another sanctum key. But why? Where is the sanctum? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, well, I think that's the end of the day. I wish I would have gotten more out of that, honestly, than a sanctum key. Not that I'm complaining. Where is the sanctum? Where have I seen locked doors? Wait, I think I might know. I have an idea. And I don't know if I have enough steps to get there. Okay, this is a long shot, that is for sure. But I just remembered something. Okay, I'm not going to have enough steps. So you remember... So my theory was, for a while, that the sanctum was the place with the old, like, blueprint for the city of Arindia. Or the city of Oris, whatever. Now, I'm thinking maybe the sanctum is that area. I have enough steps, am I? Wait, no, I might have just enough steps. No, I just lost one. I have one too few steps. Oh. Okay, my theory was that it was the place over there. The north tunnel. I'm going to lose my last step going this way. Yeah. Okay. Remember how there's like all those doors in the semicircle around the north lever? That's my theory. It's for sanctum. In which case, I think there's like 6 doors or something. Which means that there's maybe like 4 more sanctum keys to find, if they're unique. Or maybe one sanctum key can open any of the doors. I don't know. What I do know is that's going to be a problem for next time, because it's been a really long episode. Thank you guys for watching. Clock Tower. I will be back again. This time knowing the solution, and knowing that the handwritten red memos are truths. Or at the very least, are not necessarily lies. But yeah, that's something for next time. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.